everybody, it's Heather from Cottontail Crafts. It is January the 26th. It is a Sunday, and I actually got quite a bit crocheted this week. And I mostly did a repeat of all the things that I took over to Lisa's floral shop this morning, because I did quite well there in December and my shelf was looking pretty bare. So I took over a bunch of new stuff, and most of the stuff that I took over was Stacy Makes, who is Apple Tree Boutique on Etsy. I pretty much took over squirrels and birds, and I took over a few Saucy Puffins Crafts snakes. So my main focus was more squirrels and more birds. So that's what I focused on this week. So the first thing I did was I did 3 more squirrels. And this is Nutmeg the squirrel. I will post all these patterns in the description below. This is Nutmeg the squirrel. And I can't tell you how much I love this pattern. I took 2 squirrels over to Lisa. I have 1 left on my back countertop there. But I made 3/4. So I have 4 squirrels for my market. And I want to make more because there's so much fun to do. Like, I used mystical yarn. I used a 6mm hook. And I used 16mm offset safety eyes. And these are not the sinker eyes, I don't believe. These are the ones with the flat back, I think. I can't remember. I bought so many eyes on AliExpress, it's hard to keep track of everything. But yeah, I love the mystical yarn. It's my favorite. The faux yarn I get at Michael's. I don't have any down here to tell you, but I'm pretty sure it's loops and threads. Faux fur. And I went to Michael's this week and I bought some faux fur yarn. I bought this color, which is kind of like a light brown, and then I also got black because I've been wanting black for a while. So this is mystical yarn too. I put his eyes in a little crooked, so he's a little cockeyed. But he's still cute. He's still pretty adorable. Like, yeah, like this eye I think had to go up 1 stitch, but it's fine. It's fine. But I love these little guys. And then I had to remake one in the frosting yarn that I like so much. So nice. It's so nice. Yeah, I want to make more, but I got to see if they're going to sell first before I make any more. But Stacy, I love your squirrel. It's adorable. It's fairly quick and easy. I think I'm going to sell these for, I thought about 15, but because of the faux fur, I'm going to do 18. And 18 is what I have my skunks at, and I've sold a few of the skunks. If they don't sell at 18, I will lower them to 15, but for now, I'm going to put a price tag of $18. And that is, all my prices are in Canadian funds. So if they seem expensive to you, that's probably why. But I have 3 squirrels for $18 each for $54. I actually broke down, and I'm going to tell you how much I made in crochet this week. So I got 3 squirrels. Nutmeg the squirrels. I'm going to try not to say the banned word, Robin. I don't know. So, I don't even know what order I did these in, but the next couple of days, I just pumped out Stacy's birds. And I have her patterns up on my screen off to the side so I don't forget any of their names. But out of 7 birds, I made 6 birds. Some of them I made duplicates, like I made a few chickens this week. So, but out of all the birds, out of the 7 birds, I made 6. And the only one I didn't make was Clay the cardinal. And that was only because my red Bernat is so horrible. And I've been working with Bernat all week, so I just felt like I just couldn't do the old, stiff, horrible Bernat. So the only bird I didn't do was Clay. Was it Clay? Clay the cardinal. So I'll put a picture up here of what he looks like, but he's adorable. But I will make another one because I think cardinals will be really popular. I think I have one more red ball to get through, and it's, like I said, it's the thick, horrible stuff. I bought it on Amazon last summer, and the listing came with 2 balls, so I bought 2 balls. So then the next thing I did was I made a couple of more chickens. Now, some of these chickens turned out a little bigger than the other chickens, but because these birds are so quick and easy, all my birds are going to be $20 no matter the bird. Because these birds I can do in like an hour. This one was actually a request. So she wanted a black chicken with the piece that goes under the beak, and she wanted red because the other black chicken I had, he's right there. He's got rust and he doesn't have this piece, and she's like, no, I want red and I want the piece under the beak. So I made another. This is Rowdy the rooster. So he's already spoken for. One of my vendor friends is gonna buy him, and she got one of my other chickens that I made before Christmas. It was actually a chicken exactly like this one. She bought this one. So I replaced the chicken that she bought, and then she requested this chicken, so this one's sold. And this is made with the Bernat frosting. And this color wave is Sunday Times, I believe. I love this yarn. Mystical and frosting, my new favorite yarn. I haven't ordered Parfait Chunky since July, and I don't have any plans to buy it anytime soon. And I've heard that the quality has gotten better, but I'm in Canada. By the time I pay the exchange rate and shipping, I just don't want to deal with it. So from now on, I'm going to be sticking to the Mystical as long as I can get it. And the frosting, I feel confident buying that online and knowing it's going to be the soft stuff. And most of the baby blanket stuff is good. It's just the regular blanket stuff that is not great. So I made 2 more roosters. Rowdy the rooster. And then I was going through my yarn stash, and I have quite a few, quite a bit of the older Bernat to get through. So I made another rooster, but I didn't put the wattle under his beak, so it's a chicken. And I bought this yarn for when I was doing the Mabel chicken. So I made another rooster with this. He's a little bit bigger, $20. I think because, like I said, the pattern is so quick and easy. I think it's just, I'm just going to have a standard price of $20 for my birds. And this is, like I said, the older formula, so he turned out a little bit bigger. Not enough that I feel like I can charge, you know, it's just, I'm just going to keep them all at 20. So I made this chicken. I love these birds. I love these birds. So the next one I made was, I was going through my yarn stash, and I really want to start using up some of my older yarn that I don't plan on buying again. And that yarn is the size 7 jumbo yarn from Michaels. I like it. It's soft, but my problem is I need a 7.5 millimeter hook to work with it comfortably. And a 7 millimeter hook, I struggle too much. At 8 millimeter hook, I get holes. Hi, baby. Here we go. So I was chatting with Robin, and she's like, use an 8 millimeter hook, but yarn under. So that's what I did. I made a chicken with the jumbo yarn, and I yarned under, and it wasn't horrible, but like I said, I would love to have a 7.5 millimeter hook, and the plastic hooks I'm not a fan of. Like, I really like the metal hooks, but I can't find a 7.5 millimeter in metal. Like, I can't. So once I'm through my size 7 jumbo yarn, I think I'm done with the jumbo yarn, just because it's too hard on my wrists. I can't do it. So I decided to make a jumbo chicken. And I'm gonna price her at $28 because she's a good size. Like, so these ones are 20. I'm gonna do 28 on this one. And that pretty much ate up what I had left of the variegated yarn. Now, I don't have red in size 7. I have burgundy, so I did burgundy for the headpiece. And I had originally bought this yarn for bees, so I did yellow for the beak and the feet, because I don't have a lot of colors in the size 7 yarn. And going forward, I'm not going to be buying any more size 7 yarn. So I made this beautiful bell in jumbo yarn. I just want to start getting through my yarn stash. That's one of my goals for this year. So then there was that. Then I did another, this is Sally the Seagull. So I did another seagull. Now, I did white tail feathers in the pattern. They're supposed to be black, I believe, but it's fine. I made a boo-boo. And this was done with baby blanket yarn, so it's really soft, easy to work with. I did 20 millimeter eyes for all of my birds. Well, except for the jumbo yarn, I did 25 mils. I did mystical for the feet and the beak, and I did the web feet on the seagull. And I did kind of like brown eyes for him. So did another seagull. I just love these birds. They're so adorable. So easy. They're so easy. Okay, so then I don't even know what one I did next. I spent like a couple of days just before and after work making birds. Now this one, he turned out a little bit bigger, but that's because this brown is old formula, and I bought this online too. So, and it's not the baby blanket, it's just Bernat blanket. So I'm going to try to stay away from regular Bernat blanket yarn and just try to stick with the baby blanket. But I checked this week, I can't find any baby blanket brown online, and I'm not buying yarn online unless I can get it on sale. So I made another penguin. I did the web feet on him, and his name is Play-Doh. Nope, Posy. Posy the penguin. Play-Doh is the pigeon. Okay. So, Posy, 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 Posy. So she's super cute. Sorry, oops. Sorry, Robin. So, and she's got a little tail. I like this penguin. Love, love, love. So, did that one. Then I did, this I believe is Molly. Molly the Mallard. I did this one Wednesday night during my live, and I made her quite chunky. Easy. And what I did was I had made the beak and the feet and the wings before my live, and then it was just a matter of crocheting them in. I almost have the pattern memorized. Like, it really is an easy pattern. I love it. I would like the color changes for a blue jay, because a lot of people here love the Toronto Blue Jays. There's a lot of Blue Jay fans around here. I don't know, I think a blue jay would do really well. I might have to look at a picture and see if I can figure it out. I don't know. I'm not a pattern designer, but maybe, we'll see. We'll see. But mallard. So I did that one. Then last night during my hockey game, I made another pelican, and this is Petey the pelican. So I did web feet on him. Look at his little beak. Adorable. Adorable. And I 3D printed a fish for his little beak. I'll put the file link for that if you have a 3D printer and you want to print a fish. But he's still going to be $20. The fish will be free. But I love him. I kind of did rainbow eyes on him. And he's easy because he's just white and a little bit of black for the tip of his wings. I love the web feet. I think they make a huge difference. Adorable. So, this morning, I woke up a little early. So I figured, why not pump out one more bird before I have to come down and film? I think this is my favorite bird out of all of them. And this is Plato the pigeon. Now the last one I made, I did teal eyes and bright orange feet. This time I did the rust, or this is Canyon Mystical. I think I like the rust better. It's not so bam in your face. But he's got like a little teal stripe, a little purple stripe. So I did purple eyes on him. Now the pattern doesn't call for tail feathers, but because I know how to make them now, I just added tail feathers to him. So you can do whatever you want. Like, so the first sitting pattern that she came out with has Posy the penguin, Rowdy the rooster, and Plato the pigeon. So there's 3 birds in her first pattern, and it's called Sitting Birds 1.0. Well, then she came out with Sitting Birds 2.0, and that's Sally the seagull, Molly the mallard, Petey the pelican, and Clay the cardinal. Adorable. I don't know if she plans to come up with any more birds. I have no idea. But these are so much fun. And I find Stacy likes patterns that are great for markets, for market prepping. Her squirrels are easy. Her skunks are easy. Her birds are amazing. And if you want to make other birds, just do color changes. I might have to try to figure out a blue jay. I might have to. So there is my pigeon I pumped out this morning. So amongst the squirrel making and bird making, I had Stacy reach out to me again. She's like, do you want to pattern test something else? I'm like, absolutely. So she came out with another pattern. It's not live yet. I think we got added to the tester group. It was only a couple of days ago, but everybody came back pretty quick with their pictures, pattern feedback. So I don't know when she plans on releasing the pattern. It will be soon because she's already come out with the tester appreciation page for her pattern. So this is Basil the Hamster. So this is the first one that I did. He's not my favorite only because of my color choices. I couldn't use the regular black safety eyes on him because where his eyes have to go, I just found the black eyes got lost. So I used these, I believe, are 16mm offset safety eyes. So I used those because I wanted his eyes to pop a little bit, but I made 3 more hamsters and I used just solid black eyes, and they are cuter. They are cuter. I mean, I'm sure some kid will love him, but I'm just not a fan of my color choices for the first one. And I plan on selling these for $15 each. So I made him first. And then I think the second one I made was just the solid colored hamster. So I did him in, this is just, it's baby blanket, sand, baby sand. And I do like just the solid black eyes better. Now this pink yarn, this is just Michael's Chenille Home Slim, I believe. In I don't know, it's like a rosy pink color. So I just use that for the nose. But if you have small safety noses, you could use that too, which I think some people in the tester group did. I even have black safety noses somewhere. I should find them and haul them out because I have them. I might as well use them. So that's the second one that I did. Milo, stop being a baby. Then the third one I did in the brown and white. And I think he looks a lot better than my first hamster. I mean, he's still cute. He's still cute, but I think I like the black solid eyes better. And I think kids will like hamsters. And look at his little tail. The first time I was making the hamster, I'm like, oh, his tail's at the bottom of the, I thought it was gonna look like a penis. But I did it. I had to trust the process. But hamsters' tails are quite low, so I think that's what it's supposed to look like. That's what hers looked like when she showed a picture of it. So that's the third one that I did. His little ears are so cute. So cute. Okay, the last one I did is my favorite, and I think it's just because I like these color choices. So there is some face shaping to this guy too. So if you follow her instructions, I think your hamster will turn out cuter. But look at him. I think this is my favorite. But I gotta stop at 4. I think 4 is a good trial. Although I should maybe take 2 of these over to Lisa's. Maybe I'll take 2 over tomorrow. And then I'll have to make me some more. But he's adorable. Look at his little tail. Adorable. Now, the way she did the ears, we were all kind of getting stumped on round 7. But I looked at her skunk pattern because the ears are similar. And so I just kind of recommended that she words it the same way that she did in her skunk pattern. So, and when you mark your back loops with stitch markers and mark your slip stitches with stitch markers, I found that really helpful because you're skipping the slip stitches and you're stitching into the back loop. So if you do that, you should be good to go. I love it. So this is Basil the hamster, and I made 4 of him. They're adorable, Stacy. Adorable. So I'll have to look up some hamster colors and maybe do some more, but I think I'll take 2 over to Lisa tomorrow, and then maybe I'll make 2 more for my markets. I think 4 is a good number to have. And we'll see how they do. See how they do. So I have one more make for you. And this was kind of Robin's secret pattern that she was talking about. And it's in line with her other 2 critters that she came out with. So she did a Moose the giraffe. And she did Mona Brown the monkey. So I showed those 2 in my previous video. Well, she came out with another one, and this one I think is my favorite. There's a lot of color changes to him, but honestly, I still enjoyed this. I found it mindless because your color changes are starting and stopping in the same part of the body that you're working. So I found this very easy. And my black faux fur yarn that I bought for the squirrels came into play because I used black faux fur for his top of his head. But this is Zelda the zebra. Look at her. Or him. It could be a him. Could be a her. Could be either. Adorable, Robin. Adorable. Now, okay, so I started him at 8:30 in the morning, and I didn't get it done until like 1:30 in the afternoon, but I was chatting with Stacy, I was chatting with Sue, I was chatting with Robin. So I was totally chatting and making him at the same time. And I know the second one's going to be faster if I make another one. But yeah, like I found this easy because you're doing like I think so many rows of white, then so many rows of black, and you're just, you know, your color changes are starting and stopping. So I carried my color changes. I didn't cut and tie. You can crochet the ears in, I think, but I just sewed them on. I sewed them on, and then I just added faux fur. She shows you how to do that in the pattern. And I went with 20mm pretty blue safety eyes. I wanted his eyes to pop. And his little, look at his little tail. So adorable. So the only change that I made to the pattern when I was making the zebra was when I was attaching the arms and legs, I changed the color to white as I'm crocheting the pieces on. Because if you didn't, I got little black stitches that showed right here. And if I still have the picture on my phone, I'll put it up here. And with my, I don't know, I didn't think I had OCD, but I'm like, so I frogged it out and then I did it again. I changed the color to white, attached the arms, and then changed back to black. And it looks a lot better, like, because you're attaching the legs that end in white on a row that is black. So I changed to white, attached the legs, changed to black, changed back to white, and then it's a lot cleaner. But if that doesn't bother you, then you don't have to worry about doing it. But to me, it wasn't a big deal just to change the color when attaching your pieces. So you crochet the arms, the legs set aside, the muzzle set aside, the ears set aside. I chose to sew them on. I just find they're more secure when you do that. But I just love them. If you wanted to, you could do a strip of faux fur, like right down the back if you wanted to. But I think he looks cute just a little bit on the top of his head. So this is Zelda the zebra. And I'm not sure when this will go live, but I will put a link to her shop, Etsy shop, in the description below. And all of Stacy's, I'll put Stacy's shop in the description below, and then you can go get her birds, you can go get her hamsters when that comes live, and then you can go get her squirrels. So I'll just link the shops, the Etsy shops, instead of the actual patterns. And then you can just go buy and browse whatever you want. But this one's my favorite robin, the zebra. I like the monkey and giraffe too, but this one, I think this one's my favorite. So, excuse me. Pricing these. I've been having trouble getting what I want for the larger critters. But honestly, this took under a skein of Parfait Chunky in like both colors, under a skein. So I've just come to realize that I'm not going to get paid for my time. I like crocheting at night when I'm watching TV after work. So I'm going to do $38 on all three of her patterns that she has just released. So $38 for this, $38 for the giraffe, and $38 for the monkey. So this week I've done 8 birds at $20 for $160. I did 1 jumbo bird for $28, 4 hamsters for $60, 1 zebra for $38, and 3 squirrels for $54. So this week I did $340 in inventory. Now again, if the hamsters don't sell at $15, I'll probably lower them to $12. If the squirrels don't sell at $18, I will lower them to $15. But those are the prices that I'm going to start off with. And we'll see. We'll see. So that's what I did this week. Like, I feel like I got a lot done. So I'll have to get this video ready. It's, oh my gosh, it's 9:50 already. Okay, so this ain't gonna be going up at 10 o'clock in the morning like I had planned. Because Robin is scheduling hers for 9 a.m. So I wanted to schedule mine for 10 a.m. so they would both be at the same time. But this works out because this is her pattern. She designed it. She should be the first one to show it. And Sue tested too. So I haven't seen Sue's yet. So you'll probably see Sue's on Wednesday. But yeah, that's it for this week. Oh, I did buy something for my craft room. I went to Michael's, and it's when I bought the black faux fur and the brown faux fur, and I bought some more black, white burlap blanket and grays. I bought some more grays, and they have all their spring stock out already. I normally don't buy this kind of stuff, but I seen it and it was so adorable. Now, if I can get that back table cleaned off, I eventually want that printer in the other room. I want those embroidery machines on a table over here. I want that back table to be free from clutter. The only thing I want to be on there is previous makes, like. But I want this to go beside my bunny. And it's so cute. I had to get it. And I used a coupon, so I did not pay the full price. So it's US $29.99 or Canadian $39.99. I used a 30% off coupon, so I think I paid $29 for it. It's a bunny eating carrots. Like, it's so cute. So cute. She's got little flowers in her, like a little headband. They had other ones there, but I like the size of this one. So next week you should see it up there with my other bunny. She's cute. She's cute. I don't know. I just seen it and I had to have it, so. But yeah, that's it for this week. Thank you everybody who has liked, subscribed, shared, who comes to my lives every week. I really appreciate it. And thank you, Stacy, for letting me test your adorable critters. Thank you, Robin, for letting me test your zebra, your monkey, your giraffe, and all the other patterns that you come out with. Like, I appreciate you guys so much. And I'm happy to share. I'm happy to share your patterns. Like, they're good for markets in my eyes. These to me are unique. And I hope they do well. I hope they do. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. I hope they do well, because I would like to make more of these. I would like to make more. But yeah, I gotta stop. I gotta stop and shift and move on to some other makes. I think I'm good. I think I'm good for the hamsters, the birds, the squirrels for now. If they sell, I'll make more. But I can't wait to see how these do. We'll see. I don't know. I have no idea. What I think sells won't, and what I don't think sells, sells. So every market is different. You just never know. But I got to get back into the Mama Made Minis too, because I have a book there that I've only done one pattern out of. And my plan was to do the unicorn this week, but I got sidetracked with pattern testing. So that took precedent, you know what I mean. That came first. Pattern testing came first. So we'll see you next week, everybody. Bye.